Hey YouTube, this is Space Badger, and welcome to my review of Dragon Ball Super Broly. This fucking movie. This fucking movie. Perfect. It's so perfect. It's so unbelievably perfect. I mean, if you know anything from anything, if you're looking at anything, if you do any of that Screen Junkie stuff, like any of the charting stuff, if you follow any of the movie kind of release schedule stuff, you'll know this movie's going to break all the records, all of them. Just going to smash them out of the park. It's not even going to be close. Just most popular animated movie of all time ever in box office scores, domestically and international, without even trying. Now, that means that Dragon Ball is going to do what Dragon Ball has always done, basically since its inception by Akira Toriyama in the 80s with the original Dragon Ball comic. It is going to become the mainline or further propagate its position as the biggest mainstream anime in Western society. And that started, of course, all over the West, whether it's UK, America, Australia. I'm Australian, but the weird accent is because I lived in Europe for like 10 years. So that's why it weirdly changes. But I digress. On Broly's side of things, if you were in Australia, you might have watched Dragon Ball Z on Cheese TV. If you were in America, you had all the things Cartoon Network. Man, I forgot them. I watch all these streamers, all of them Teching and Joy Boy and all the American dudes. You know what I'm talking about. They talk about it. They love to nostalgize about their kind of anime induction afternoons. Like not Adult Swim, some other afternoon one. I'm going to move off this. And then in the UK, similar stuff, all through Fox. So anyway, if you're as big of a Dragon Ball fan as I am, like I am the biggest Dragon Ball fan, like I have been since I first saw fucking Kaioken Kamehameha Goku blast off against Gallic Gun Vegeta, and then I have loved it ever since. I came back to Dragon Ball later. I watched GT, Gold God, and I also watched Super, of course, and Super is fine. And now I read everything, so I'm more of a manga guy than I am a watcher. I'll be really upfront about that. Like, I always prefer the written material. It's a pity because a lot of the Dragon Ball Super manga is the editor. He's not got Akira Toriyama's like flair. I'm still digressing. I'm talking about Broly. Like, so the thing about this movie, and because it's going to become so mainstream, and because Dragon Ball is so great, and this movie is so great, if you have any kind of attachment to the series and you haven't gone back to it in like 5, 10 years, 15 years maybe, you're going to fucking love this. You're not going to have a clue. We geeks, we nerds, we we passionate people, we've seen the ups and downs. We've seen the ups and downs like 30 years, yeah? But these people, most people, might watch an episode here or there, done this or that, done whatever it is they did with their lives that took them away from Dragon Ball, and then they're going to come back to Dragon Ball, they're going to watch this movie, and then they're going to realize that Dragon Ball got well written, that Dragon Ball got well produced, that the animation rather looked amazing, that some of those shitty stereotypes like Japanimation, which that was me, performing seppuku. But anyway, all of that stuff, that's not their history. We've watched as many well written episodes of Super and Dragon Ball Z as we've watched bad, and we stuck by it because we fucking just loved it. Because well, how can you not love Dragon Ball? But now everyone's gonna love it. There were kids in my cinemas. There was teenagers in my cinemas. There was 20-year-olds in my cinemas. There was me. There was older people than me. There was everybody in all age groups, and everyone clapped. So one of the most fun things to do at the end of what you think is going to be a really successful mainstream movie, stay till after the credits. And not because there's a fucking Marvel post-credit scene, but just do it. Like, stay there, watch the whole credits through, and then look at the audience around you. If there is a good, like, trend from very young to very old, you've got a mainstream hit. That's basically the way I've always done it, yeah? So now with Dragon Ball, everyone was there. Now, granted, opening night, and look, there's a lot of other factors that need to come into this, but just that's my assumption at this point, and I think it's a pretty solid assumption. So, first off, if you found me because you're a similar nerd geek, just fanboy, and you fucking love Tekking, Joy Boy, Rogers Base, all of them, Dritz. If you were like me and you were inspired by their Reverie cast yesterday, which was the greatest 5 hours I've ever spent at work in my life, it is true. I listened to Reverie at work, and I would interject and make points at meetings at work while listening to them, and they were far more interesting for the whole 5 hours. Anyway, and that's why I'm doing this. So the point about all of that is I say that to tell you to do, please do this. Recommend this to everybody. Everyone. Just do it. Because you know what? They're either going to go and they're going to see it and they're not going to like it. At which point, lots of people just can't get over the animation component, right? Mainstream is largely live action, so a lot of people can't make that jump. But if they can make that jump, they'll love this movie. Because the world loves Marvel movies, and I equivocate this movie to the starting of a Dragon Ball Marvel Cinematic Universe. I think it is not overstating to say this is that good. I think this is Dragon Ball's Iron Man. And they've retconned and they've minused and they've done everything under the sun to get rid of all the headcanon, get rid of all the bad writing. Akira Toriyama at this point was like, fuck, that didn't work. Bam, scribble it out. No warrior races. They weren't a warrior race. They were just a race, and they had some good warriors. Bang. Yep, all of it. You know it all. I know it all. We've seen it happen to a series that... Anyway, yeah, so we've seen that happen. But these people won't have any of that context. They're just going to watch a good movie. And the thing about why that's so crazy, the reason why that's so crazy, is that just a good movie is a Dragon Ball movie. Did you ever think we'd get this far? I didn't think we'd ever get this far. I mean, maybe, but I couldn't fucking imagine it. And here we are. Dragon Ball's going to be the largest grossing film in America next week. No one's going to get this. No one's going to predict it. We know. We knew. They don't. They will a bit. But enough about that. Let's actually talk about my review. And look, non-spoiler-ish. I mean, don't watch this if you haven't watched the movie. Yeah, non-spoiler-ish. I'm not going to do a beat for beat. I don't like doing that, to be honest. I don't like doing replays, because fuck, you watched the movie, and if you didn't watch the movie, what the fuck are you watching me for? Go watch this fucking movie. But I will talk about what I absolutely loved about this movie, because I said it up top, and I'm not going to deviate from it, no matter how many haters there are. For me, for Space Badger, for Space Goku. Actually, Vegeta was the star. No, fucking Broly was the star. Still digressing. For Space Broly, for Space Badgers, this is only Space Badger's opinion, but I think this movie was perfection. All right, so let's go. Major beats. First 20 minutes. History. Oh my god, I loved it all, because basically, I loved the character writing. That at its simplest and most purest core, they introduced some new people, because I'm not really on everything. I didn't read Minus, but that's my phone going. I'm just gonna give it a second. I'm gonna silence that, and then now you can see my really rudimentary setup breaking. There's a lot of shit being bounced on the back of things back there. It's fine. It's working. As long as it doesn't fall over. I think I'm good, though. Anyway. That, and no editing, boys. No editing, boys. And that right there, those 20 minutes, everything they wrote, everything they rewrote, everything they minused, everything they added, everything they retconned, I loved it all. I love the mother and father design. I love the Raditz. I love the brothers. I love the age disparities. I love the King Vegeta the Fourth. I love the Saiyans aren't warrior races. I loved the community. The fact that they felt like a living, breathing city. I love the technological revolution of the Saiyans, that they had blasters and keys, and there was universe building. That's what you watched. You watched 20 minutes of well-written universe building. Now, if you're as big as a One Piece guy as I am, because I fucking love me some Mugiwaras, that's me, Straw Hats for life, I have not seen anything as well written in such a condensed period of time than reading One Piece week to week, because that's what Oda always gives us. But this was Akira Toriyama's version of that, which was set in the Dragon Ball universe, which is, well, it's a bigger nostalgia trip. I'm not going to compare the two. They're both gods, so fuck, I'll move that right along. I just love them both equally. Fuck it, we'll go with that. That's what those 20 minutes was. And then we get into the second act of the movie. And my god, this is where the animation budget kicks in, because you cut to this scene of Vegeta and Goku just sparring, and it's the greatest fucking shit you've ever seen in Dragon Ball animation ever, and it's literally the warm-up! It's the warm-up! It's the warm-up! It's the warm-up! It's the fucking warm-up! And so... right, so, you know... pants are tight, if you're like me. That's why I wear loosey-goosey pants. But your pants are tight just from that. And then you just go on this roller coaster ride of animated innovation on a screen. There's breaks and sequences and reshots and perspective changes. My god, they do a first-person key blast. A first-person shooter key blast? Who's making that game now? Because I'm playing that game. I mean, this probably already exists in loads of games, but they don't look like this. Anyway, so they do things like that. And you get up to... And look, if you watch the trailers, if you're me, if you're consuming every fucking Dragon Ball thing that's out there, you fucking know where this is going. You know where this fight is going. The bastards put Gogeta on the fucking poster, yeah? People know where this is going. It's the standard Dragon Ball climb, but it's the organicness of that power climb. It's the organicness. It's each transformation. It's each layering of each transformation. It's each transformation's impact on the fight. It is so well paced, and it's so well delivered, and it's so well done that if you're not a fanboy, you just think this is pretty fucking great to watch. That's what this is. It's a good watch. It's a good popcorn movie. Mainstream. Anyway. And again, single points. The guy when Goku finally gets the first lashing from Broly. Bang, bang, bang. I was crying. You were distraught and the screaming. And it was torment. It's Goku. Why don't you stop it? But I want Broly to win. Why do I want Broly to win? I want Broly to win. And that's the point about this movie. It is Broly's movie. Those 20 minutes I was talking about of well-written character development, it's Broly, and it's like 5 lines of dialogue. It's so well... Alright, anyway. Yeah, this is Broly's movie, right? So you're watching the kid who inspired you to ever throw a punch, the guy who ever inspired you when you were walking home from school and you were just going, Ka fucking meha, or when you were just... Well, like me, brunette, be honest, wanted to be blonde for a day. I fucking wish I could have turned Super Saiyan. You're watching him, Goku, your idol, get a beat down of your life, and it's hurting you because of the acting, because of the voice acting in this movie. Fuck a voice acting. The acting that's in this movie. Animation working with voice actor equals acting, right? Ripping you apart. But you're going for Broly. You're going for Broly because he's so nice. He's so likable. He's so tortured. He's so fundamentally indoctrinated. And you've seen it. You can fill in the gaps. And there's a 3-hour script of this movie. And my God, make the extended cut. I know they won't, but let's just hope, because if they ever do, oh, I need to buy even bigger pants. But that interplay between the two is genius, and how I'll get to the third act in a minute, but that is genius. Now, this is something I really want to focus on, because I think it's kind of being missed a lot, and I watched TFS and those kind of guys talking about it, and I don't know, I just haven't seen anyone talking about it. It's why I was inspired to make this video, to be honest. If you got to this point, if you found me, if you looked at the date stamp of when I posted this, and you go, huh, Fuck, that's early on. Yeah, I haven't seen people talk about this yet. Right, so that whole new canon around Broly's green glowed transformation is the beast mode, right? It's they establish it in the story. He's harnessed the ability to turn into a great ape. But that's a mini step to Super Saiyan. So when you see Goku turn into a Super Saiyan for the first time, because they focus a lot on the transformation progressions in this, and you see the very quick cycles of the changes taking place as they power up to do it. That's why Blue, when Goku turns Super Saiyan Blue for the first time, they look so much effort, and you see Ultra Instinct. If you look very closely at the Blue transformation, you see him go through Ultra, which is a big thing if you watch Super. So you see it. So that, people are going to make loads of hypotheses about that. High level, I'd probably say Ultra Instinct plus Super Saiyan God is a thing. You could meld the two in some way because Goku only ever did it with base form. But that's what that transformation glimpse applied, and it's only for a millisecond. It's a flash of silver amidst the power. But the other one, there's a flash of green in Goku's transformation as his eyes change before he goes into Super Saiyan. And again, it's a color effect. But what it's hinting at here is the crazy power scaling Broly's going to go through. Because if you come out of this movie not realizing that Broly is now the third musketeer to this trio of Saiyans, like, you're an idiot. It's Vegeta and Goku and Broly from now on. That's going to be the three. Sorry, Gohan. Sorry, Goten. Sorry, everyone else. Maybe Trunks every now and then. Everyone loves Trunks. Maybe Trunks. But probably it's those three. Yeah, it's those three for the rest of for the next batch of Super episodes would be my guess, and batch of manga sets after they get past this whole Moro thing. I don't know how they're going to play all that in, but we'll ignore that. The success of this movie is going to fucking completely upset the apple cart. But anyway, it'll be those three. Now imagine Goku Blue Goku can kind of stand up to a fully green transformed Broly. I have mastered the ability to harness the power of the great ape in my human form. That's what he's done. He hasn't gone Super Saiyan yet. That's all he's done. So he's done base mode, getting to mastery, and then mastered ape in human form. He hasn't gone Super Saiyan. So what I'm telling you, Broly will get green hair. Broly will get Super Saiyan 2. In fact, I think I'll skip that, but also Broly will get Super Saiyan. Broly will get Super Saiyan God. Broly will get Ultra Instinct, maybe. Who knows? He hasn't been trained. That would be a whole sub arc with Goku, I guess. To I don't know. Ultra Instinct's really weird and feels like a Goku exclusive to me. So yeah, and then Blue, and then whatever if when whatever they end up doing post Blue. If we get that, I think they will just do fusions, and really, there's enough in that, right? There's Mastery of Ape, there's Green, there's Red, there's Blue. It's 4 multipliers for Broly to go through, and he's not pushing Gogeta, but he's having a fight with Gogeta. I mean, Gogeta pummels him, but he has a good fight with Gogeta at the first multiplier. Green. Mastery of the Beast. What's going to happen when he goes Super Saiyan? What's fucking going to happen when he goes God? What the fuck's going to happen when he goes Blue? And by the way, God looked amazing in this, but I fucking love that track. I prefer it to Blue. I prefer God. Anyway. The man is going... Well, he's already broken. He is going to be the brokenest. Not the word, but I'm going with it. Super Saiyan God Broly versus Superman. I'd probably still picking Superman, but he'll fucking push him. Broly at Super Saiyan, you have to put that in perspective, right? You have to focus on that and rewatch the movie. If you see, like, what the fuck's he on about? Go rewatch the movie if you haven't seen it. Go see it a second time. Maybe I wish I'd got stills of this, but I really want to just get this out there, so I'm not going to pull it up. But just go rewatch the movie or find stills online. You'll see the flashes. It's very apparent with Blue's transformation that you see Ultra Instinct. It's subtler with Super Saiyan, but it's definitely there. It's clearly there. That's a thing. Third part of this movie. Third act, I should say, of this movie. It's just set up. I mean, it's beautiful climactic ending stuff. I'm not going to spoil any of that. Just watch it. It's beautiful. It's perfection. I've said all that for the last while. 20 minutes. It's just set up. And it's beautiful setup. It's well-crafted setup. It's pant tightening setup. And that Oh my god, the relationship between Broly and the new character from Minus, whose names I've forgotten, and I'm gonna get so many comments, but my god, the pants tighteningness of her design of her character. I haven't been this fucking turned on by an alien since Mass Effect. I mean, Whew, whew, how? Sorry for that. Fuck. That was probably really loud. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Sorry. Okay. So that about wraps it up. Watch this movie. Watch this movie. Tell all your friends to watch this movie. Go watch this movie again. And then buy it on Blu-ray. And then do the other thing. Whatever they format it to next will be Green Ray. God Ray. Get it? Super Saiyan Blue. Super Saiyan... That was bad. That was bad. I'm not punny at all. I'm not punny at all. Not punny at all. And at this point, I'm just descending into madness. So I love you. I leave you. Space Badger out. Had the best time of your life. Go watch this movie. Go watch this movie again with all your friends. Like, comment, subscribe. You know what to do. If you found me, you're a YouTuber. You're one of us. One of us. One of us. Peace.